In 1965, a 70 years old high student, Randy Garner, stayed awake for 274 hours. He spent 11 days to find out how we would react to staying awake. On the second day, his visual concentration decreased. He subsequently lost the ability to identify objects through touch. On the third day, Garner became aggressive and disoriented. And at the end of the experiment, he had difficult problems with short-term memory, was paranoid, and had hallucinations. Although our Garner has recovered without any permanent psychological or physical damage, or for others, insomnia can lead to hormonal imbalance, illness, and in extreme cases, even death. We are beginning to understand why we need sleep, but we already know that it's vital. Adults need 7 to 8 hours of sleep at night. Adolescents about 10 hours. We need to sleep when the body sends the information that we are tired to the brain, while the environment signals that it's already night. The increase in sleep-inducing chemicals like adenosine and melatonin help us have a light sleep that deepens as breathing and heart rate slow and muscles relax. DNA is repaired during the non-REM stage of this sleep, and the body regains its energy for the next day. In the USA, it is estimated that 30% of adults and 66% of adolescents regularly suffer from insomnia, and this is no small fact. Staying awake can cause serious bodily harm. We learning, memory, mood, and reaction time are affected. Lack of sleep can also cause inflammation, hallucinations, increased blood pressure, and is even linked to diabetes and obesity. In 2014, a soccer fan died after staying awake for 48 hours to attend the World Cup. Although the cause of his premature death was a heart attack, studies indicate that sleeping less than 6 hours a night increased the risk of stroke by 4.5 times compared to those who usually sleep for 7 to 8 hours. For some people who have inherited a rare genetic mutation, lack of sleep is a daily reality. This condition, called fatal familial insomnia, keeps the body in a distressing state of wakefulness that prevents it from experiencing peaceful sleep. Over the course of months or years, the disease state can worsen and lead to dementia or death. How can insomnia cause so much suffering? Scientists believe that the answer is the buildup of chemical debris in the brain. When we are awake, cells consume available energy sources, which are broken down into various products, including adenosine. With the buildup of adenosine, the need for sleep, known as sleep pressure, increases. In fact, caffeine works by blocking the adenosine receptor pathway. Other chemical residues are also generated in the brain that, when not eliminated, overload the brain, that are apparently the cause of negative symptoms of insomnia. So what happens in the brain when we sleep? To prevent this from happening, scientists have discovered the so-called lymphatic system, that is a cleaning mechanism that eliminates the accumulation of waste products through the cerebrospinal fluid. The system drains the toxic substance that have accumulated between the cells. Lymphatic vessels that provide access routes to immune cells have recently been discovered in the brain, and they also help cleanse the brain of this daily debris. As scientists explore the regenerative process of nightlife, we can be sure that falling asleep is a must if we want to maintain our physical and mental health.